try again. Reach out to a friend. Never second guess yourself. Yeah, you know there's some ups and could be some downs. Whichever way it goes, let's flip this shit around. Stick to the plan and stay on that road. Stand up tall and slow your roll. Life is grand. Yeah, life is grand.
Hey guys, and thanks for tuning into It Is What It Is, Noise Included. This is Liv. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2. All right, so our topic for today is a personal one, okay? Knee replacement. Is my body too young to be this old? I mean, how many of you people are feeling that you hit 50 and then every crevice of your body hurts? I mean, I go to the gym every day and I literally feel like I've wrestled 5 sumo wrestlers every day. Like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, my hips. Oh, if I do a little glute, oh, I can't move. Oh, my butt hurts. I mean, it's like insane. So, I'm gonna be super frank with you today. I mean, I always am frank, but I'm gonna be super frank, okay? Life has a funny way of delivering an eviction notice to your body. And for most of us, that notice arrives sometime around 50. Now, I'm 52. We all know this, right? All these minor injuries you collected in your wilder years, which I've had many, suddenly get a group chat going and decide it's time to stage a full-scale rebellion. They'll come at you all at once like a freight train. All those aches and pains wake up and smack you right in the face. And I mean, this is what I'm talking about. How many of you are feeling this? For me, the first shot was fired in my mid-40s. The culprit? CrossFit. I'll be the first to tell you that while CrossFit is an amazing workout, I never was so tight and so hard in my life. You must, and I mean must, find a good trainer. One bad jolt, one tiny mistake in form, and you'll find yourself with a one-way ticket to back surgery. That's exactly what happened to me. 1 minute, I was a warrior completing MRFs like it was no one's business. And the next, I was hunched over. I couldn't even walk without squatting and stretching out my legs. I looked crazy. My back was blown out. It was insane, a sudden and debilitating shift that forced me into surgery almost overnight. For those of you who have listened to the last season's episodes, you get it and know that I've always been really competitive on and off the field. I spent all my life taking hits while playing soccer all the way through my 40s in the women's league. Yes, I wanted to do those Sundays women leagues, okay? It is inevitable that all that abuse on my body would catch up to me. My back surgery was the only resort. Thank God for my amazing doctor in New York, Dr. Brandon Stein. He was a miracle worker. The procedure was a huge success. Within 2 months, I was already kind of back at the gym. And by 4 months, I was back on my paddleboard. Yes, people. I mean, I'm telling you, I was a paddleboard. I used to love going to Oakdale and just kind of doing my thing. I mean, I've always loved to do core exercises. So for me to be able to get back on this board after this surgery, and I'll tell you the scar is no more than 4 inches long. It was like my L4, L5 that was like hit. You know, it was a massive success. But I'll let you know a secret. Here's a secret, and I discovered it, okay? You have to be fit when you go into back surgery. Okay, you have to be fit, meaning you got to have tight abs. You got to be able to get up. You got to be able to move. If you can't do that before it, forget it. Post is crazy. Your core has to be tight. Your abs have to be ready for battle. When I came out of it, I was great. But the people I met in the recovery ward who had problems with their surgery, the ones who got infections or had lingering issues, were often overweight and sedentary people. Listen, I'm not saying that's a universal rule, but it's what I saw. And it's what the physical therapist and my doctor talked to me about. My body bounced back beautifully, but I noticed the people around me who had a rougher time with their recovery, well, they were not exactly in their peak physical condition. It's a harsh truth, but an important detail of my experience. And again, this is my experience, and I'm just throwing it out there, okay? The first few months were brutal, though. The pain meds, the helplessness, it's a humbling experience. I'm the kind of person who doesn't tell anyone I'm in pain. I just kind of deal with it. But during this time, I literally couldn't do anything for myself. My husband, bless his heart, had to be my personal butler. I literally had a bell. He would come home from work at any break to take me to the bathroom and give me tons of kisses and then leave again. When I say he had to do everything for me, I mean he had to do everything. Okay, just read into that, everything. I mean, it was a wake-up call to what a partner will do for you and a humbling reminder that sometimes you just have to lean on people. Now, my dog Rocco was my silent nurse, never leaving my side, and my girls were such a big part of my recovery, sitting with me for hours while I was basically a human statue, unable to move. Just as I thought I was in the clear, my body started planning its next attack in my late 40s. My knees were just screaming, "Help me!" My legs were solid. I mean, I have true soccer legs, in quotes, huge calves that I've always had to buy wide width calf boots. Serious problem, okay? I know it's crazy. So my knees were starting to crack, make noises and kind of shift. There was a lot of pain here and there. So I decided to go get some advice from a doctor. Turns out the meniscus was worn out and the cartilage was gone. I was bone on bone on the anterior side of my patella. My left knee was okay, but not much better. But my right knee was completely shot. So at 51, I faced the music. A total knee replacement. Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat this at all. I'd rather have 3 back surgeries than 1 total knee replacement surgery. The pain was on a different level. My friends and husband literally had to peel me off the couch and force me onto the stationary bike that my doctor had sent to my home for immediate rehabilitation. This form of physical therapy was insane. Literally pedaling while you just had your knee open. I saw stars. I saw lights. I saw aliens. The pain was so excruciating that I must have cried every single day because I simply could not see the light at the end of the tunnel. It was so dim. It was harder for me than the back surgery because my husband worked long hours, and as an empty nester, my daughters were no longer around to help, and my sidekick Rocco was also gone. I believe I might have had some form of depression, and I'm telling you, I am big on self-help. I know how to pep myself up, and I do feel that I don't really know what depression really is because I can battle it just fine. I have super self-coping mechanisms that really work for me, okay? I was alone in my agony, though. My eldest daughter even wanted to come home and take care of me. But as a mother, I couldn't do that to her. Why would I bring her into my world of agony? Now that I said this, there are some moms that will bring their kids into their misery, which I think is very selfish. If you know you're not dying and it's just a process, why would you drag your grown kids out of their busy lives to watch you be in pain? I mean, I'd rather them enjoy their lives and do anything other than watch me grieve. Listen, I might just be sensitive to this because my mom loves to make me miserable with all her madness and bullshit. She is my cross that I carry through life. A real selfish and mean mom. Yes, I've said it. I think I've said it in season 1, but she's like that. She literally would love me to just sit there and watch her be miserable. I'm sure, you know what I'm referring to. Oh, Lord, that's a whole other story. But we're not talking about that because we're keeping it positive. Anyways, this knee surgery, wow, crazy. They say that a knee surgery is more painful than a hip surgery. I've never been so vulnerable in my life. People think I'm really strong. I'm a tough cookie. I'm not going to lie. But to cry in front of my friends and say, I can't do this, takes a lot. And I was vulnerable, very vulnerable. But my friends came. They came every day bringing me food, happiness, laughter, sarcasm, which I love so much. That's my favorite kind of thing. Being real cheerleaders. They would put on music like I'm a Survivor from Destiny's Child and other songs by Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez, and even some freestyle music because they know I love that. They got me on that bike. And through that experience, our friendship was elevated to a sisterhood. I literally have 5 friends here in Palm Beach that throughout my recovery, they were present, and I feel I can never live without. Mi española, mi dominicana, mi venezolana, mi gringuita, y mi colombianita. And wow, my husband never disappoints. He has been my MVP through everything this life throws at me. So here's the hard truth and my final thoughts. It's been 8 months since my knee surgery, which was conducted with a Mako Smart Robot. Remember that, people, a Mako Smart Robot. And I'm still in pain. It's definitely better than not having the surgery, but some days I literally don't want to move because of the stiffness. The pain is like stiff. I can't explain it, but you just gotta bend it and like right now I'm feeling it, right? You gotta bend it. And once you bend it, it's like you have to be mean to it so for it to move, right? I still can't get on my knees, not even on the bed. The knee surgery has also affected my body in other ways. Like my left knee is now taking a hit from carrying all that weight. My hips are done, and even my neck hurts because I think I hold a lot of my pain, and it's mostly induced by stress, okay? My doctor told me I was the youngest patient he had performed a total knee surgery on, but that my knees were like an 80-year-old. All in all, it's confirmed that soccer was the culprit to my knee issues. And listen, I personally think it was a combination of things like wearing stiletto heels all throughout the 90s, wearing mini skirts to look cute in the dead of winter. That's holy arthritis right there. I mean, you're literally taking a hit with the cold. Or how about years of just plain old gym addiction? The sequelas death showed up later on in my life. Listen, I'm always positive and I feel like I did the right thing. And you know what? It's too late to turn back now. I'm screwed, but in a good way, I think. My husband, who's like a baby when it comes to pain, needs back surgery, but refuses to get it. He always says, what if I stay crooked or die? What if I don't come back the same? I tell him, listen, what if I'm driving and die, or I'm walking and something crazy happens? I mean, what if? You can't live like that. Life is full of what's ifs. If you have to choose quality of life, then choose it. Okay, so I will say that for the most part, it is better, but annoying. And I do take Celebrex every day, which is it's more so like for knees to kind of get them moving and like for a little bit of pain and, but not painkillers. I don't take drugs. I really don't even take ibuprofen. If I really have to, I'll take ibuprofen, but I don't take anything. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have, thyroid, all the things that people in my age take. I don't take anything. I try to stay healthy by eating healthy and working out and having a healthy mind, and I'll tell you that, my liver is also appreciating it. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue to get gel shots on my left knee so that I can avoid another total knee replacement. So for those of you debating surgery, be prepared. Find a good sports medicine doctor or a surgeon that uses the Mako robot, because that's the better way to go. No room for human error. And make sure you trust it and that it's they have good reviews. That's the new thing. Everybody has to look at reviews and the stars. It's a whole new life, a different kind of pain, a stiff pain instead of a sharp pain, but it's a step toward getting your life back. I mean, I am an empty nester and feel as though I've gotten a new chance at life. I have so many things I want to do, and being able to be mobile is a number one factor for all the adventures I have planned for me and my hubby. I mean, I'm more thrilled about my bucket list than he is, because he says, I just do what you say because you're the secretary and that plans everything that we do. I think he gets it, happy wife, happy life. All right, so this is Liv. Thanks for tuning into It Is What It Is, Noise Included, smooches, and sending lots and lots of blessings to all of you. Take care. Bye-bye.
There are days when we have our doubts, but drive on through. Don't give up the fight. It's a beautiful